Nice girls get used. Bad ones get worshipped. You clicked this video because you want to know why, didn't you? Or maybe you're a good girl yourself. Always kind, always soft, always understanding. You feel everything, don't you? Their moods, their needs, their silence. You carry it all like it's your job to make them comfortable. But let me ask you this, and I want you to hear it like I'm looking straight into your eyes. What's beneath all that? Beneath the kindness, the patience, the endless empathy. Did you ever stop to listen to you? The truth is brutal. It doesn't care how kind you've been. Underneath the people-pleasing, underneath the smiling through pain, you're bleeding. You're starving for something real. You're swallowing your voice to keep the peace. You're letting them write the rules and calling it love. It hurts like hell. And the worst part? You've been hurting so long, you almost stopped noticing. But there's another truth they prayed you'd never figure out. You can be a bad girl without actually being bad. In this video, I will teach you how. We were raised on pretty lies. Be sweet, be soft, be loyal, be silent. Don't take up space. Don't ask too much. Smile. Wait. Obey. That's the good girl, right? She's the one they applaud in public and abandon in private. The one who gives everything and gets crumbs. The one who loves so deeply, she disappears. They told you, if you stay long enough, bend far enough, bleed quietly enough, someone will finally see your worth. But they lied. Because the good girl doesn't get rewarded, she gets used. And no, she doesn't scream. She simmers, quietly, invisibly. She doesn't say no. She says, it's fine, even when it's tearing her to pieces. She's praised for being easy, but no one asks what that ease cost her. Not once. They take her softness like it's owed, like she was born to soothe men who never learned to soothe themselves. She loves like a religion, and they worship nothing. There's no ceremony when she disappears, no applause for her endurance. No one sees the slow erosion. And still she stays, smiling, bleeding, nodding along, convinced that self-sacrifice is a virtue, convinced that if she just gives a little more, they'll finally stay. But they won't, because the world doesn't love good girls. It feeds on them. So I'll ask you once again, not gently, not sweetly, but like someone grabbing your hand before you slip under. Are you that girl? The one they drain, then blame for being empty? Because if you are, something has to break, and it better not be you. Now let's talk about the bad girl. They call her bad because she's not trying to be digestible. She doesn't soften her voice to keep the peace. She doesn't shrink so others can feel tall. She doesn't apologize for the space she takes, the silence she keeps, the standards she refuses to lower. She was once like you, trained to be good, agreeable, harmless. But something in her snapped, or maybe something finally clicked. She realized that self-abandonment isn't love, that loyalty without reciprocity is just a slow death, that being chosen means nothing if you have to bleed for the invitation. So she left the table, built her own, lit candles, poured wine, ate in silence, and didn't look back. They don't know what to do with her now. She's not bitter, she's precise. She's not loud, but every word lands. She doesn't fight for attention, and somehow that makes them crave hers. She wears boundaries like silk. She walks like the floor is lucky to feel her steps. She no longer explains her worth. She simply embodies it. They call her dangerous, difficult, too much. But here's what they never admit. She's unforgettable. Because once you taste your own power, you never go back to begging. So now what? You've seen what the good girl costs. You felt her exhaustion in your bones. You've seen the bad one walk away, untouched, unbothered, untamed. And now, it's your turn. Let's begin. Step 1. You stop apologizing for existing. No more sorry for feeling, no more sorry for asking, no more sorry for taking up space, time, attention, air. You're not a burden, you're a whole world. Step 2. You stop explaining your no. You don't owe softness where there's been cruelty. You don't owe access to anyone just because they once had it. Your no is a full sentence, not a negotiation. Step 3. You meet yourself in the mirror and tell the truth. No more fake smiles. No more, "I'm fine," when your soul is screaming. Feel the anger. Feel the hunger. Feel the you underneath all the roles. She's been waiting for your permission. Step 4. You raise your standards like a fortress. If someone wants to stay in your life, they rise to meet you, or they leave. No fixing, no chasing, no convincing. You're not for sale. You're not for rent. You are not furniture in someone else's story. Step 5. You build rituals of power. You dress for you. You move for you. You speak like every word matters, because it does. You treat your body, your time, your energy like sacred currency, and you stop spending it on anything that doesn't pour something back into you. Step 6. You protect your peace like it's your life, because it is. You unfollow, you delete, you walk away. You say no to brunches that drain you, men who ghost you, jobs that flatten you, people who can't meet you in your fullness. You make space for silence, for pleasure, for rebirth. And no, it won't feel natural at first. You'll shake, you'll doubt, you'll grieve the version of you who lived to be liked. But stay with it, because something stronger is rising inside you. Not bitterness, not hardness, power. And it's yours now. Every woman can become her. The question is, will you let yourself rise? So what happens when you stop being the nice girl? Something changes. Not loudly, not all at once, but it's unmistakable. You walk into a room and the air tightens, not because of what you wear, but because of what you no longer carry. No desperation, no performing, no hunger for approval leaking from your smile. You're no longer chasing energy. You are the energy. People begin to pause before speaking to you. They choose their words more carefully, because now you don't entertain nonsense. You silence it with a look. Your time feels richer. Your space becomes sacred. Suddenly, people start showing up with effort, with intention, with the awareness that you are not here to be consumed. You are here to be respected. You stop wondering, what do they think of me? Because your focus is elsewhere. How do I feel in their presence? Your relationships shift, not because you're colder, but because you're clearer. You give less, but it lands deeper. You love without losing yourself. You care without collapsing. There's laughter again, the real kind. There's space for softness, not as currency, but as choice. There's a quiet safety inside your own skin. You're no longer drained. You're charged, rooted, magnetic. You don't beg to be chosen, and somehow now everyone wants in. But you don't flinch. You don't chase. You choose. Because now you know you were never too much. You were simply never meant to be edited. You've learned the rules. Now, watch how the game really works. They may call it bad. Let them. Let them call you bad. Let them call you cold. Let them say you've changed. Because you have. You stopped begging. You stopped bleeding just to be loved. Now your love starts with you, and everything else aligns. They label it bad when a woman is done being used, done pleasing, done performing, done waiting to be chosen. You didn't grow cold. You grew conscious. You didn't lose your softness. You just stopped giving it away for free. This isn't about turning into someone else. It's about returning to the one you were before they made you doubt her. You finally feel that fire in your spine. So who you are now? Definitely not a good girl. Free. Yes. And if that makes you bad, good. Now raise your glass and own it. Subscribe. Share this with a woman who's done being the nice girl.